Julie and Olivia, what are the two of you going to be bringing to this race?
We have 10 years of being together and 1 year of marriage. We're here to bring it.
We're bringing discipline, energy, and power! We train for endurance competitions 5 to 6 times a week, and it is a grueling activity.
We swim, cycle, and run. To all the other teams, watch out. Good luck.
The storm is coming.
Okay, well, welcome, Olivia and Julia. Thank you for joining us here at the Extra Mile. First of all, I want to say I have really enjoyed watching you both, and also just having some queer representation on the show. So congrats on even making it this far. So I guess my first question is, what kind of inspired you guys to get on the Amazing Race Canada in the first place, and whose idea was it?
So it's been one of our favorite shows for so many years. We've watched year after year after year together, and we've always thought, we got to do this one day. We have to apply. This is perfect for us because what we like to do in our everyday life is, learn new things. We love to travel. We love to take on challenges and obstacles and just create memories together that we're going to be able to remember for the rest of our life. We have this nice thing that we like to live by to celebrate our anniversaries and birthdays. We don't really like to buy each other gifts. We like to do something fun. So we've been in a hot air balloon. We've been skydiving, all these incredible things that we're going to remember for the rest of our life. And what other experience than the Amazing Race Canada can you get all these incredible memories? So that's what we wanted, just an amazing thing that we'll be able to cherish for the rest of our lives.
Yeah. And it was definitely Julia's idea.
I think it sounds like it.
Well, I like to say that I'm the outgoing one, but we're sitting back watching the show year after year, and we're sitting there going, yeah, we could do that. That doesn't look hard. We can do that. They messed up there. Come on. And now we realize that it is a lot more challenging than just sitting there saying we can do that.
Yeah.
But Julia's always had this fascination of us competing together as a unit, and what better platform than the Amazing Race Canada?
Yeah. We would
Love that.
See all the incredible things that they do, tight walk ropes on top of buildings and bungee jumping and all these incredible things. We're like, oh, we want to do that. We would love to do stuff like that. So that's where the inspiration and the desire to apply and be on the race came from.
I love that. What did you each of you guys do to prepare for the show? Is there any particular routine or anything that you guys did before you kind of heard when you were going to be on the show?
Yeah, oh my gosh, there was so much. Having watched all the seasons, you can kind of see what are reoccurring challenges or strengths and skills that you need. And so obviously memory is a big one. There's usually always a dancing task that you have to do, and driving in directions, of course, is a big part. So for the dancing, we're not good dancers. We've never done anything.
We're not the best dancers.
Yeah, so we have, our PlayStation, and we got the Just Dance game, and we would push it aside in the practice.
Yes, I love that.
Living room.
Yeah.
We practice a lot of different memory techniques and memorizing lyrics and poems and speeches, different things like that. And we would go on road trips, and we would not allow ourselves to use GPS or our phones. We would have a map, and we'd have to navigate ourselves to that destination using only a map. And so, we did a lot of things.
Which is a lot harder to use a map than one would think, just to understand where you are on the map and then the direction that your car is facing without looking at the navigation system in the car. It was a lot challenging, but we had a lot of fun preparing as well.
Yeah. You're never going to be fully prepared for everything that they throw at you, but there are things that you can definitely prepare yourself for, and then that's what we tried to do. Just get as prepared as possible.
Yeah, no, it sounds like you guys did a lot of preparation. Actually, I was like, you know what, you were both so brilliant for the sauce with the wine. Yeah, I was just like, I'm so surprised no one else thought of that. I didn't even think of that. I was like, wow, that is you ladies are smart. That being said, I'm very curious, what was your guys' favorite challenge? And I guess favorite and most challenging from the ones on the show.
My favorite was rappelling down Niagara Falls. Like that was so exhilarating. And like I said before, like the types of challenges I always like dreamed of doing, like these extreme activities that you would never get to do. So that was my favorite. That was incredible. The most challenging was probably the grain bin. Just
Glass blowing?
yeah, but the glass blowing, like at least you knew what you had to do. With the
Yeah.
grain bin, you didn't see an end in sight because you had no idea where this clue was. You could be pushing it down further, and we could have been there for hours and hours. There was literally no end to it that we could see. And that was really tough mentally, but we maintained a positive attitude, obviously never give up, and we just kept going and we finally found that clue.
And surprisingly, the grains are heavy and cold and hard to move. Like you think grains and oats, they're light and you could just push them aside, but that quantity was really heavy. Like it was taking all of us. Like we were sweating buckets moving these grains to one side to the other. And like she said, we could be pushing the clue further down where we might not even know. One, we didn't know what we were looking for. And two, we didn't know where it was. So we could have made a very big mistake by pushing it more and more down the bottom of the hopper. But luckily, our method paid off.
And you saw it, like Kevin and Gerline were there till it was dark out, right? So there literally we could have been there for hours and hours. And so just mentally that was tough. Like, when are we gonna get out of here, right?
Yeah, and I bet not knowing how long you've been there, it's just like it feels so long. Like, wow, it's a long challenge.
Time flies though, actually. Like we were in there for over an hour, but when you're in there, you don't really realize because it's going so quickly and your adrenaline is really pumping and you're moving these grains and you're yelling at each other or communicating with each other. So you don't know. And like when we got back at the end of that challenge, she was like, we were in there for over an hour. I was like, whoa, like we didn't realize at the time, but it did take a toll. It was a hard challenge.
And we had grains stuck
everywhere
for days.
for days. Yeah.
Okay, what's one thing that you guys would say about each other? Like Julia, you could say something about Olivia and vice versa that you feel like you brought to the team.
She's very detail oriented and actually way calmer than she is in her normal like day-to-day life. So like she was just being a couple and together for 10 years and now married for almost one, like having your spouse as your teammate for us at least was just incredible because we trust in each other 100% and we will do anything for each other. We'll pull it all out on the line for each other. And my favorite part is like how excited and proud I was to watch her take on these challenges that she never thought she could do and succeeding. And like I can't even explain like the sense of pride and how, happy I am to see. Yeah.
And you know what? For me, it's I guess almost the complete opposite. I'm just very like she's naturally good at everything, and just to watch, I've never been able to watch Julia give it her all in any situation and just fully put it on the line and have that faith in each other that, we're going to do this, we're going to pull it off. And seeing her in the football challenge, coming down the waterfall, or even when I had a slight panic attack in the haunted house in the beginning. I don't do good with dark. I don't do good with people jumping at you, but just how she was able to understand the situation and calm me down in that moment. Like I just knew that no matter what the race was going to throw at us, like Julie's going to have my back. And with having your partner by your side 100%, you feel like limitless, like nothing is out of your reach. And it was really great to see our relationship tested in this way and be able to come out so proud of each other and so happy. Even though it's not the outcome that we wanted, we're still sitting here as champions.
I love that. So I mean, do you guys have any advice for any like future contestants that are wanting to kind of participate on the show or anything that you'd like to say?
For me, I always say like it doesn't matter who you are. male, female, whatever your gender is, your sexuality, your race, your culture, it doesn't matter. Always follow your dreams and chase your dreams and do what makes you happy at the end of the day, because it's your life and you have to go after it, and you will never fail if you just try.
I think just remember that life is here to have fun and enjoy. And if you're even interested slightly about the race, apply. Yeah. Apply. Because like Julia said, it doesn't matter your ability, how smart you are, your strengths. The race throws everything at you in all different levels at all different times. And you never know what your partnership is going to take you to. And it is an amazing experience to test yourself and each other in that sense.
I do have one last question. So we're here all about going the extra mile. So what do you guys do to go the extra mile in your personal life or whatever that be, whatever they may look like to you?
Yeah, so
this is easy.
We are triathletes and marathon runners, so we are literally running the extra mile on a weekly basis. But the mindset behind that is, these marathons and triathlons and the training is just so grueling, and it's such a huge task. But we take it on together. We do everything together. We go through all the training, and when we cross that finish line together and all our hard work and training pays off, it's just so sweet and makes it that much more enjoyable. So yeah, in our life we like to set really high endurance type of challenges and go that extra mile and put ourselves to the test and overcome and accomplish them together.
Yeah. And even in our daily like personal lives outside of athletics, just go and treat everybody 100% with respect and dignity, and go the extra mile to open the door for somebody or even wave at somebody down the street, because you never know each person's life, what they're going through. And you never know that one smile, one wave that you might think is nothing could mean the big difference in someone else's world. So always remember that we're all doing our best at all times, even if, some might think otherwise. And just always put yourself out there, always help out, always go the extra mile, because it's the extra mile that's really going to make the difference.
Well, thank you both. Those were great answers, by the way, but thank you both so much for your time. Hope you guys, do whatever the next for you. Excited to kind of hear where you guys go next. So thank you.